Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Hey guys, so we got some news yesterday, a rumor that came out yesterday about Apple potentially buying Disney. So this is quite interesting. I want to look into this a little bit more to talk about this. And it sounds like, here's what it is. It sounds like Apple could potentially buy Disney for over $200 billion. So that would be interesting to doing that, making them a total value of $1 trillion and the biggest company out there in the world if they did that. Now, where does this coming from? It's coming from recently, there's a RBC interview. Investors have been predicting that Apple could buy there, and that's where they'd like to invest or something like that. So they're probably just predicting, they're taking a guess, their predictions that Apple could buy Disney. And I think this would be interesting if they did this, if this prediction came true. Now, thinking about it, they would become, they talk about here also, this article came from Variety. I have it here on my Tumblr if you want to check it out, link in the description. But it talks about pretty much how if Apple were to buy Disney, they would become one of the biggest ones, whereas Apple's a technology company and Disney is a media company, and putting them together, they would be a really big powerhouse of stuff. And I was thinking about is how this has to do with Marvel, how would it affect Marvel and things like that. And one of the things that stood out to me was Netflix and Apple are pretty much competing. You know, they're competing. iTunes and Netflix are competing and stuff like that. So with the Defenders and the Daredevil and Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, all those stuff on Netflix and stuff, how would that deal with there? If Apple bought Disney, what would that affect with the Defenders guys on Netflix, and how would that deal? How would Apple want to cut that relationship, and then they'd have to reboot that entire thing? Because there's no way that they would be able to just take the existing current Netflix characters and just bring them over to iTunes and no longer show them on Netflix. Netflix would not like that. So I think that would definitely be interesting to see what would happen to them and what would happen to the rest of Marvel and stuff like that, and Disney and the movies and Star Wars if this all got bought by Disney. Because if I'm not mistaken, Disney does own the top 3 most successful franchises of all time: Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney brand themselves, like Mickey Mouse and all that stuff. So I think that's going to be interesting to see if this thing happens. So I think it's really going to be fun to see this if it happens. So let me know what you think, guys, about this. Do you think Apple should buy Disney? What do you think about this in the comments below? How do you think this will affect Marvel and stuff? I think it could be interesting, but for things like the Netflix, Netflix Defenders characters, and Punisher just finished filming, I think that part kind of worries me there to see, because I hate for those things to stop working, just to get canceled and no longer get Defenders, or after Defenders no more, stuff like that, because Apple bought them and Apple wants to do the same thing just on iTunes exclusive instead of a Netflix exclusive and stuff like that. So I think this could be fun to see if this happens, but at the same time, I really don't know how it would affect Marvel, and I don't know how this would turn out. So if you want to read this article, I'll have a link in the description to check this out, and definitely would be interested to see what this happens. But right now, it's just a rumor, and it's just what the investors at RBC are predicting. So we'll have to wait and see, take it as a grain of salt for that. So let me know what you think, guys, about Apple potentially buying, how Apple could buy Disney. Let me know what you think, guys, about that in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.